Leash reactivity is a very, very big topic in dog training. And typically, there are dogs that fall into one of two camps. We have dogs that react out of fear, meaning they pitch a fit and lash out on the end of the leash in order to keep things away from them that they are afraid of, or they enjoy the behavior. So in this video, I want to talk about the second category, the dogs that are the adrenaline junkies that see another dog and they are immediately excited, not because they want to get away from it, but rather because they want to experience the adrenaline rush that they get when they move their bodies a certain way and jump around and growl and bark and lunge and this and that. So those dogs have no fear whatsoever. They are not afraid of the trigger at all, as opposed to the first category of leash reactive dogs. These adrenaline junkies will seek out other dogs in order to behave in a certain way that is rewarding to them. And so when we have a behavior that creates this internal reinforcement, meaning he just doing it is intrinsically rewarding, he enjoys it, we have to approach that and handle that differently from dogs that are fearful. Okay, so we're looking at an example here of a dog that fits that description. High drive, high energy, dominant, very strong. And so watch carefully as you'll notice when, right there, he's already alerted. He knows there's a dog coming out. The dog hasn't even left the building, but he's aware. Coming down the ramp, and there it is. That posture right there, that preparing to pounce kind of posture, if you've noticed, is very similar to a play bow. This dog does not want to hurt another dog, assuming the other dog doesn't challenge him, but he definitely intends to meet the dog, make sure that he is kind of expressing his dominance a little bit. The little dog really doesn't care, and so she's the perfect dog for him to interact with. You see her wagging her tail, she's sniffing the ground, she's not that interested in him. So that encounter was fine. The more of those he can have, the better. Now we're going to bring out another dog. So he's already alerted to the fact there's a dog coming out. This time he's just kind of waiting, right? Scanning the horizon. Where's the dog? There we go. Right out of the gate. And this time we have a very friendly golden retriever who is also high energy, but you can see by he's wagging his tail, he just wants to play. Now, why did I let the Rottie go and sniff him? Because you can't see it, but the Rottweiler's tail is, well, what's there is wagging. He wants to have a friendly interaction. This golden retriever is in no way dominant, so this is a safe dog for him to meet and to play with. And the fact that I was able to pull him away from it relatively easily tells us that he's not really interested in a throwdown here. So how do we handle it? We first of all implement the same 3 baseline rules that we do for fear-based training or behavior modification. We keep a safe distance from our triggers, and gradually over time that distance should shrink. We keep the dog physically close to us, so he's in close proximity, and we keep the leash loose. Those 3 things in mind, for these adrenaline junkies, we're now going to add in a 4th component. And what that is providing an alternative exercise or behavior where he can put his energy, as opposed to simply correcting him, suppressing him. That's not going to work. We need to let him experience his drive and his energy, but in a constructive way. So what you'll see here for this dog, as an example, his favorite game in the world is to play tug with his tug toy. So I can take the tug toy out and engage with him. And when we're playing tug, dogs can walk past in very close proximity, and he doesn't care. He's not interested because he's so focused on our game. That tells me, number 1, he's not a dog aggressive. And number 2, he's not fearful. He's just, this is the focus at this moment in time. But if the game of tug is not in front of him, then he's definitely going to react to the other dog because he knows that that physical expression is intrinsically rewarding. Like I said, he gets that spike of adrenaline. So, what does that mean for you in practice? It means you're going to identify a game that your dog truly enjoys with you, not something that he entertains himself on. It means that he can still interact with other dogs. A lot of these dogs that behave this way are quite dominant, so you do need to be careful, but it doesn't mean they can't play with others. They can play with the right other dogs. So, as an example, here you have the same Roddy meeting with little Calypso. She's very chill. She's very happy go lucky. She's a friendly little dog. She's also well mannered, well trained, well socialized. So she's a good candidate to meet this dominant dog. The golden retriever, again, the meeting is fine. I mean, the golden retriever is not challenging the dominant Rottweiler. Now, if I were to encounter a dominant dog while I'm holding this dominant Rottweiler, we might have a problem. And therefore, that is not a dog he would ever interact with. When you take the typical combination of these big, oftentimes big dogs, high drive, high energy, powerful, potentially dominant, this is when we say this is a lot of dog. You're going to be having to do a little extra to fulfill this dog and provide the structure he needs. Do they have other outlets for this energy? For a lot of dogs that stay at home all day and then they go for a walk with their owner at night, that burst of adrenaline is the only time they get it out of their system. It's the only expression they have. So if that's the high point of his day, he's going to look forward to it. He's going to do it more and more. He's going to do it with more intensity, more frequently, sooner, etc. So we got to make sure that he has an appropriate outlet for his energy. And number two, we need to have a way to provide a viable alternative to the leash reaction that he's having. If you need help with it, reach out to us. We deal with this all the time and we can guide you through the process.